I am clearly winning at this sovereignty space, collecting multiple passports, residencies, bank accounts, credit cards, and I want you to win as well. I've been doing this myself since 2019, and I'm going to share with you 10 wins from the easiest one to the most difficult, the ultimate boss level. So you can also collect these documents that make your life easier, faster, and with more options. Starting with number one, the ITIN number. This is something that anybody can do. It's completely remote. That's why it's the first one in the list, because easily as a non-US citizen, you can apply for an ITIN that then gives you access to these cards. In this case, for example, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and then American Express cards, different colors, different perks. That's all in the US. Tied to a credit score, you will need an ITIN. Number two, very easy as well, US LLC. That one, as a non-US citizen and a non-resident, you don't need a green card, you don't need any of this. You can just open it remotely in 24 to 48 hours. We incorporate you. 3 weeks later, you have an EIN. With that, you open bank accounts. That's actually number three. Sometimes it has this KYC that is a bit bothering, but you can open Fintech bank accounts. These are Mercury, Wise, Revolut, Paisera, Pioneer, you name it. There are multiple of these. There's plenty of options. We selected our best Fintech banks. There's another video that I'll share with you that you can watch for free and know which one is the best for your US LLC. Number four, you have the physical banks. That's a bit more complicated, but still opening a bank is not difficult. If you have all the documents right, you go with your US LLC to the United States, or even option remotely to open with Bank of America, Chase, and with the EIN, your passport, etc., etc. There are more requirements we can explain in another video. You can open a bank account that will last, in theory, will last more than a fintech one. Fintech ones open quickly, shut down quickly. The physical ones, they last. So you can develop this loyalty. You can have a banker, you can have a private banker, even in Chase, if you drop $150,000, and that allows you to have better banking. I have, for example, the private client tier, and it's helpful to know that they can do negotiations on your behalf. You have higher chances of getting approved for cards like this one. I actually have the other card that I really like, the Business Inc. Preferred from Chase. This card, sensational, because it gives you 3 points per dollar in ads. Then you can have the Amex, etc., etc. Then number five, we're getting to a bit more difficult. I would say digital ID or an e-residency. I'm talking, for example, Palau. This is like the easiest one because it's one of the cheapest. Or, for example, you could get the Thailand one, the Thai for 5 years, the DTB. That one, it's done online. It's super easy to get. So anything that is a digital residency or digital multi-year visa, I would say this is level 5 because it opens doors to extended periods of time in one country. If you want level 6, you have temporary residencies. These ones, usually Mexico, you have Paraguay, you have Panama, you have plenty of countries that allow you to be a temporary resident. And after a couple of years, usually, few, 2, 3, 4, they allow you to turn it into a permanent residency. And then permanent ones last 5 years, 10 years. So then you can extend, you can be part of that country. Usually from PR, you can jump to citizenship. We are not getting there yet. Before I could talk, number 7 would be the PR directly. PR or golden visa. Let's say you want directly Panama. You can get PR. However, it's a substantial 6-figure investment. Let's say you want a golden visa in Portugal, $500,000. You want golden visa in or permanent residency in Greece directly, $400,000. You want, all of these programs to buy golden visa as well with the real estate. Most of the times there are other routes that you can explore in other videos, how you can get the Dubai golden visa so you don't have to go to the country every few months to enjoy the benefits or to keep the benefits of being an UAE resident. But all of these PRs, golden visas, require high investment. That's why it's a higher level. Now, number 8. Here we are entering, I would say, citizenships. It's going to be a bit higher. You're going to see actually what's in number 10. But in number 8, I would say trusts, because trust, life insurances, all these structures that are up there because one, help you not have to be moving all around. So it allows you to live, say, 6, 7, more than 6 months, 8, 9, 10 months in a country and not pay taxes in that country. You have your assets where you don't own them, but you control them. Those are structures that allow you to detach your wealth or your net worth, your assets from your physical person. I think that that's level 8. That's a bit more difficult. It's rare. I know many people that have golden visas, but they don't have trusts, they don't have life insurances, they don't have this structure of holding companies that keep them private, keep them secure. So that's another one. Then number 9 in difficulty, we have citizenships. Not all of them. There's one in number 10 that you're gonna see in a second, but I would say investment is easy, but then in difficulty you have by descent, lineage. It's one that will take some time and you will have to do your paperwork, the study of your ancestors. You'll have to partner with a strong team that can retrieve that information, birth certificates, everything you need to get that new citizenship. And also, for example, by birth, because it requires that you have the child in usually a country that you're not from, otherwise you would just pass them down to your children, your passport, your citizenship. You have to go to a new country. Let's say you're American and you go to Argentina to have the child there. You know, it comes with a stress. So that's why I say number 9, when you have to take processes of 2 years, 3 years, depending on the country, or 1 if it's more accelerated, or even Argentina, which is the fastest, one of the fastest today. That's it's number 9. And then number 10 to me is citizenships by naturalization and citizenships by exception. To get those, or you need to spend 2 years in one country paying taxes. Let's say you are born Mexican and you're going to Spain. In 2 years you can get it, but if you're not from a Latin American country, it's going to take, for example, 10 years to get the Spanish one by naturalization, or try to get Switzerland, or try to get, let's say, Greece. Even you need to learn the language, or you want to do the Latvian one, you also need to learn the language. These take time. Even Paraguay, 5 years, but you need to create ties to the country. These are, for me, level 10. These are complex or lengthy in time, so many things can happen during these years. You need to change countries, you need to move, or you want to move but you can't, so it comes with a lot of sacrifices. And then also in number 10, it's by exception, so becoming valuable enough to the country, level of Pavel Durov, or level of a UFC fighter, that they give you the UAE citizenship as of right now. Maybe in the future it's easier to get, hopefully, but now it's super complicated. Or in Serbia, to become valuable to the country, like Johnny Depp or Adriana Lima or Steven Seagal, that they became valuable to the country to the point that Serbia said, here's our citizenship. So you choose your level. I'm giving you options to win, from creating companies, bank accounts, things you can do remotely. And then here we can put in the mix, where are the driving licenses, or where are, let's say, Singaporean banks that are a bit different from the US ones. Where would you put from 1 to 10? You choose. I'm leaving probably some little details that you can add in your portfolio, right? When we're talking about assets and sovereignty, when you buy real estate internationally, you can also put it in this scale. But I think that this gives a good structure from the easiest, ITIN, to a citizenship by exception or by naturalization. Tell me if you would switch some of these, what would be for you? And if you have any questions on how to get any of these, I've been collecting, since I say 2019, all of these and many more that are not fitting in this passport holder. But if you want to learn a couple of things about a couple of things, I know them. Not because of the knowledge I learned in the internet, but because this is what I live every day. And in my path to 10 citizenships, you have to follow to see if I achieve this goal, and 15 residencies and many more other goals that I have that I'm going to tackle year by year. If you want to watch the next video on, for example, how to get the ITIN that will allow you to fly 95% off, so $6,000 flights, get it for $250, have this video here. If you want a citizenship and you say, okay, between all the levels of citizenships, by descent, marriage, naturalization, exception, check out this video over here. It's gonna tell you the best countries for each one of these categories. You choose which one. See you there.